Oh, good. Okay, it's working. Yeah, my phone is acting really slow because it's, well, running out of memory. Um, Again, greetings today, people. I know my stream is a day early, and that because I'm going away tomorrow on Friday, so I'm doing my stream now. Okay. Now the topic is as I said in the description, it's called scrying. Okay. Now, for those who don't know what scrying is, basically it's a tool of communication. Okay, to spirit. Okay, by using a mirror. Okay. Now the conditions of the mirror basically is you got to be in a dark area, okay, naturally, okay, by able to just a candlelight, but to be on the safe side, it's a very good idea to have a professional psychic medium with you, or to guide you anyway. That way you can be guided through the session and be able to do the communication part safely. Okay. So basically the way it works, okay, is basically the whole idea is for you to look into the mirror, okay, concentrate in the mirror, okay, concentrate on your face, okay, and now what you do is while you're looking into the mirror and you concentrate on the reflection in the mirror, okay, sending out mental thoughts to spirit. Now ask them to come forward, okay, and what they'll do, in some cases, not all cases, but in some cases, what they'll do is they'll do what's known as they'll overshadow you. So basically, and that their face will overshadow your face, okay. So what you might experience, some people probably have already experienced this already, is you'll start to see a change in your face. Okay? Your face might become bigger, smaller. If you're a guy, your face might look like a woman's, vice versa. Whoever the spirit person is to come forward, okay, they're going to overshadow your face with theirs. So you might see, you probably will see someone else's face instead of your own. Okay? Well, if you see that, don't panic. Okay? Because basically all they're doing is they're showing themselves to you. Option on black people. Doesn't make any difference what color skin you are. Doesn't make any difference whatsoever. You could be Asian, white, black, Chinese. It doesn't matter. And plus sending out mental thoughts. Okay, so not only, in some cases, not only will you find out what the person looked like, but also they'll say, okay, this is how I died, this is what I did for a living, but they'll be very brief. Okay, and in some cases, believe it or not, if the energy is strong enough, and that you'll not only see their face, but in the background, you might see where they are, like the last place they remember being, whether it was at work, at home, school, church, wherever, and that you'll see in the background, you know, where their last place was, you know, where they, you know, worked, like I said, worked, where they loved to be, whatever, and that, but you're cute, you have a girl. Ask my wife. And that, but, so you see, okay, is that your name? Okay, I recommend to keep to the topic about my personal life, okay? Thank you. And that, like I said, and that, now, when you do the art, okay, hold on a second, people. There we go. Person wants to be disrespectful. Guess what? Bye-bye. I'm 12? But I'm not sure what that means, but whatever. And that, now, like I said, and that when it comes to the art of scrying, okay, and that it's not to be afraid of. It's something that's been practiced for thousands of years, and that nowadays, especially from early spiritualism times up until modern times, it's more used for communication and to find out about the spirit person. Okay, and but like I said, and that it's a question of just concentrate on your face, and when if you notice your face start to change, okay, don't panic. Okay, it just means that the spirit person has come forward. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't, and that. Now, now when I said that that this kind of it can also be acted of divination as well. Now, what I mean by that is, like in ancient cultures, okay, like in ancient China, ancient Egypt, ancient Rome, ancient Mesopotamia, all these different ancient cultures, they use scrying as well, but they're more into consulting the gods for divination, to find out how prosperous they're going to be with their fields, with their kingdoms, what have you. Okay, and they didn't, and they might not have used mirrors. They might have used other tools to do this practice of scrying, and that another way, and that is again a bowl of oil or some kind of fluid, but it has to be reflective. Okay, it's got to be relatively clear. It's got to be reflective. That way you can see yourself. Okay, or in some kind of something that's made of tin or something, anything that you can see yourself in it. Crystal ball is another one, and that is another way of seeing your reflection. Okay, now that's what they used back then, and that, well, a lot of mediums and psychics and stuff like that, they still use those tools to modern times, either a mirror or a crystal ball, and that sometimes you use other tools as well, as long as there's a reflection. Okay, now that is more or less the spiritual side of the act of scrying. Okay, and like I said, it's just basically communication, spirit communication. Okay, but you got to be very, very careful. It's got to be done properly. It's got to be done safely. Okay, you got to be spiritually protected and grounded, and that way nothing bad can come through. That way you're not using the battery for spirit. Okay, now some of you might know that I don't just do research on spiritual stuff. I also do research on and it has to do with parapsychology. Okay, I've been doing a lot of research in the area of parapsychology and how it relates to the things of the paranormal, spiritual stuff. Yeah, I will. I will. And if you give me lots of likes, thank you, bless you. And I really appreciate that. And I appreciate your support. And yeah, bless you for that. Thank you. And now another term. Now this isn't parapsychology, okay? This is how the mind responds and reacts to. Well, basically, when you do the art of scrying, and that how your mind works. Okay. Now, when you're staring into naturally a mirror for a very, very long period of time, okay, it's not normal or natural for the eyes to stare at something for a very long period of time. Okay, it's not really natural. Okay, and when you're staring in and you're hoping to see a ghost or a spirit in the mirror, naturally you want to see something so bad. They think, okay, well, I'm going to continue staring and staring until something appears. Okay, and because you don't really know what to expect, okay, you're hoping to see a change of some kind. Okay, well, when your mind is trying to see, you're trying to say, okay, where's it go? Where's the spirit? I don't see any changes in my face at all. Okay, your mind starts to think, okay, I want to see something so bad that your mind starts to make these changes, especially if you got images in your subconscious, say from a long time ago, that you've completely forgotten all about. Okay, well, sometimes those images that are in the subconscious, okay, they will come forward, and your mind will think, okay, there's a face that hasn't been seen in a long time. Okay, put that in. And then suddenly you'll see a face overlap, but you won't recognize it, and you're like, hey, it's a ghost. Guess what? It's not a ghost at all, and that it's actually from your subconscious that your mind has generated. Okay, now there's another term for this that's very similar. Okay, it's known as pareidolia. Okay, you know how when you used to, as a kid, you used to look up in the sky at the clouds, and you'd say, oh, I see different shapes in the clouds, and that, like a bunny rabbit or a poodle or whatever. Okay, your mind generating it. Your mind is actually making those images. Okay, that's known as pareidolia. Okay, but when it comes to scrying, okay, it's a little bit different. Okay, it's a term that's known as psychomantium. Okay, I know it sounds like a weird name, a weird word. Okay, but the term psychomantium basically means that your mind is creating the images that you see in the mirror. Okay, it may sound weird, the whole experience may be weird, but that's the scientific explanation to what happens to you when you're doing the scrying practice. Okay, the spiritual part is it could be a spirit. Scientific, it's up here. Okay, so anyway, I just want to do this for this quick stream, just to let you know what to expect when it comes to scrying and that. But the one thing I would never ever recommend you do is do scrying on your own. Okay, I would not recommend that at all. And that, because you need to be prepared, you need to be protected, and you need to be guided through the whole thing. Okay, and it's always good if you have other people see the same thing you do, or if they see something that you don't see. That's happened many times. So have more than one person with you. They'll say, oh, your face is changing. And you go, oh, really? See, they may say stuff that you don't see, or the other way around. And that, but at the same time, you're spiritual protecting in case something negative comes through. Okay, that's the spiritual protection of the whole thing, right? So, anyway, I just wanted to come on very briefly to share with you my knowledge of scrying and that. And before my phone runs out of memory again, I had a hard time getting on. So, anyway, I thought to do the stream a day early because, like I said, I'm going away tomorrow. And so, anyway, for people that came on, bless you for joining me. For those who sent me so many likes, bless you for that. I thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. Now, what I'm going to be doing eventually is I'll be posting this live stream onto my YouTube channel. Okay. Now, I did do a live stream on Wednesday on StreamYard. Okay. That'll be in the description below on my YouTube channel. And there's a link to my YouTube channel on my profile here that you can go to. And if you do go to my YouTube channel, I highly encourage you to subscribe. That way, every time I go live, and that, or I upload new videos, you'll get a notification of it. Okay, because right now I've got something like 130 or 140 videos on my YouTube channel already, covering different topics, and that, which I think you might be of interest in. Okay, so anyway, I better get going. So bless you all for joining me. For those who sent the likes, bless you for your support. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you hopefully next week. Now, I don't know if I'll be on TikTok or on YouTube. Depends on how my phone reacts. Okay, so anyway, love and light to everybody. If you have any questions on that, if you want to email me, okay, it's empathmedium2019@gmail.com. If you have any questions about scrying or anything else spiritual, paranormal or mediumship, please feel free to send me an email. Okay? So, and I'll have to answer your questions to the best of my ability. Okay? So, anyway, take care, everybody. God bless. Thanks a lot for your support. I really appreciate it. Okay? Bless you, and that love and light.